So this is the state of 13th Moon Games this month. We are pretty much finished and ready to launch the Reforged campaign. Right now what we're doing is we're not launching until April 7th, although we may push that back to April 14th. But right now, what we're doing is trying to get as many followers as possible. We're sitting at 442 followers at the moment. And from everything that I have heard from other people in the know, you can expect about a quarter of your followers to convert into backers. So with our goal of being at least 10,000, that 10,000 being our funding goal for this campaign, we need at least 666 followers, which I find hilarious. Actually, if we round up, it's 667, but I'm going to stick with 666. One of the things that we've been doing has been running ads, which you may or may not have seen on Facebook and Instagram for the campaign, which is something that's really new for us. We've never run ads before, but the group that we're working with a group for this campaign, and they are dealing with the advertising, running, setting up and running the ads. And it's fascinating, but also a bit just unnerving how much data you get from running ads, where it'll tell you like who's clicking on them or the number of click-throughs, and then when you go over to BackerKit, you can see people clicking in and who's following you, and then who's liking the ads, which I have been busy going through, and every time somebody likes one of our ads, I go and invite them to like our Facebook page, because why not? So doing these ads is a whole lot. It's just a whole new world for us. I have learned that I do not make a great advertising writer. When we first started running the ads, I had suggested a tweak to the language, and the guys were like, "Yeah, sure, we'll run with this tweak," and then came back a week later and presented the numbers that showed very much that the copy I had written was not getting the same number of click-throughs as the ad that they had written, and they were very nice not to hold it against me or to do an "I told you so" or anything like that. They were just like, here's the numbers, this is what it shows, and I guess I can safely now know that I did the right thing in not going into marketing or advertising as my ex-mother-in-law really wanted me to, because I am a great writer of world building and a great writer of witchy books, not a great marketing writer. And I will own that. I'm totally cool with that. So the other thing that's going on with 13th Moon Games, well, a couple other things. The Path of the Hedgewitch is now going to print. If everything goes by schedule and goes according to schedule, we'll be getting those books around May 20th. So a couple months later than what we had originally had said for the Kickstarter campaign, but that's okay. I've gotten used to the idea that we always end up, except for our very first campaign, we always end up a few months late. And the reason is always printing. It's always getting either getting the sample copies to look good before you commit to a print run, or in this case, this is the first time we're doing offset printing. I will say we have gotten the sample copy of The Path of the Hedgewitch, and it's amazing. I love it so much. It, for me, really does feel like one of those books that you would find in your middle school library that just has all sorts of fun information and fantasy and gaming information that you take home and you read over and over and over and always return late to the library. So that is really exciting. I really like the person who is our rep with the printer has been extremely kind in holding our hand throughout this entire process because it's completely new. And I really appreciate that she has been so nice about it, especially taking into account like the time difference because they're in China. The other thing that's going on right now, and the reason why I am by myself in the chat tonight, is one, Stephan is at Pax East right now, currently helping people set up, but he's going to be running games all week long, or all weekend long at Pax East, and running like 2 games a day. We decided that he would be the only one going because we wanted someone to stay home to hold down the fort at home. I will admit that I am a bit jealous because he seems to be having a great time already. Like, I had not even gotten home yet from dropping him off at O'Hare, and he sends me a selfie with 2 people that I don't recognize. I don't know. And I'm like, who is this? And he gleefully tells me that he met 2 other people going to PAX East and made friends with them. And that's just the kind of man he is. He is a golden retriever in human form. So he, it's a little bit, he looks like he's having a great time. I kind of wish that I had gone with. I am now determined to spend my time getting better at running tables. Like, I'm really good at running games via text on Discord. I want to get better at explaining the mechanics and the like so that I can run games at events as well. And then our plan is, instead of focusing so much on having booths at conventions, instead that we will run games at conventions and we'll have a website that we can then hand out a link to for people to order books from. So it'll be cheaper in the long run because booths are really expensive. We're talking like $1,500 for a booth at some of these big conventions. So that's our plan. So this is kind of the test run with Stephan going and doing this. He's crashing with a bunch of people at a hotel and just taking the metro from the hotel into the convention center and living off of, right now, Red Bull and vending food. And so hopefully he will be getting like real food before he has to start running games. But right now he is helping some friends set up, so he couldn't be here for this little chat, state of the company monthly chat thing. If you are interested in joining us at our chats, they are open to anybody at the champion level of Patreon tier on our Patreon. That's $13 a month. It gets you access to behind the scenes, to the live chats, gets you first dibs on tables for demo games, gets you things like access to this fiction series that is being written by Bela called Hex 7 that follows a servitor, and it's a way to help support us as a company, because while, right now our major source of income is from crowdfunding, our plan with this big Reforged is to use the money that we raise to set the company up for a year or more, and then we can focus on, going to events, finishing, getting supplements out, running demo games, running games at bookstores, going to game stores to see if they'll carry our books. But that all that money is very much sporadic and volatile. It's not something we can depend on every month. So when people support us on Patreon, even if it's at the $1 level, that is guaranteed monthly support. So you're not just getting the chance to listen to me ramble when Stephan isn't here, or listen to the both of us ramble when we're both here, but it allows you to support us as a fledgling small press, small family run game publishing company. So that is basically what is going on with 13th Moon Games at the moment. We are doing our best to just get the campaign going. If you have followed already, thank you. If you haven't followed along, please do. It costs nothing to follow. If have followed along and want to help, sharing the link to the campaign is really helpful, because word of mouth is the greatest spell you can cast right now that will help us with our success in this. And that's kind of what we're focused on right now. We have a poll right now in both Discord and on the Patreon for the next demo game, for when people want to have that. So you could go and vote on that and let us know when you might like to have the demo game, presuming these are dates that you choose that you'd want to show up for and be part of the game. Otherwise, that is all that's going on right now. So I'm going to close this down, and when we'll be back next month with both Stephan and I chatting about, we'll be in the middle we'll be in the middle of the campaign then, so that we'll have some exciting stuff to share about that. So make sure that you are following the campaign, make sure that you've joined us on Discord, and we will talk at some other time. Take care.